On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Poisonous.
Containing or producing toxic substances, harmful or dangerous to living beings, often causing illness, injury, or death, capable of causing serious harm or destruction.
Examples:
Poisonous plants, poisonous chemicals. Some species of poisonous snakes can be deadly to humans if bitten.
Toxin.
A poisonous substance produced by a living organism, such as a plant, animal, or microorganism, a chemical compound that can cause harm or illness to a living organism.
Examples:
Toxin exposure, toxin production. Mold exposure can release dangerous toxins into the air.
Contagious.
Able to be passed on to others through contact or proximity, especially by infection or disease.
Examples:
Contagious enthusiasm, contagious virus. The disease is highly contagious and spreads quickly.
Drone.
A low continuous humming noise, someone who takes more time than necessary, a pilotless aerial vehicle that is operated by remote control.
Examples:
Drone flight, the speaker's drone. He heard a drone of sirens roar from the neighboring town.
Disguise.
To hide or alter someone's appearance to deceive or mislead others.
Examples:
Disguise my feelings. Disguise his voice. Later, it turned out that the politician disguised the fact from the public.
Refuel.
To put additional fuel into a plane, ship, car, etc.
Examples:
Refuel air-to-air. Refuel bombers in flight. Our plane stopped in the country to refuel.
Pigeon.
A stout-bodied bird with a small head, short legs, and a short, cooing call, typically found in cities and domesticated for food.
Examples:
A racing pigeon. Pigeon on the roof. The pigeon perched on the windowsill, pecking at the bread crumbs left for it.
Deprogram.
To release someone from a restrictive or controlling ideology, belief system, or cult, to disabuse or undo the effects of indoctrination or brainwashing.
Examples:
Deprogram cult members. Deprogram extremist views. The organization offered resources to help people deprogram from addiction.
Drench.
To completely soak or saturate with liquid, typically with the intent of making something thoroughly wet.
Examples:
Drench with sweat. Drench the soil with fertilizer. The storm last night drenched everything in the yard, leaving puddles everywhere.
Mascot.
A person, animal, or object that is believed to bring good luck, often adopted by a sports team or organization as a symbol of their identity or values.
Examples:
Team mascot, corporate mascot. The city's mascot is a famous landmark that attracts tourists.
Tweet.
A short, high sound made by a small bird, a message sent using Twitter, the social media application.
Examples:
A chick's tweet. His latest tweets. We could hear the tweet of baby birds.
Decal.
A decorative or informative sticker or transfer, usually designed to be applied to a surface, commonly used for branding, identification, or as a form of personal expression.
Examples:
Decal on my car window. Car decal. I bought a new laptop and decorated it with a decal of my favorite band's logo.
Awaken.
To stop sleeping or to cause someone to stop sleeping.
Examples:
Awaken at daybreak. Awaken a child. The friend's death awakens them.
Billboard.
A large outdoor sign or display that is used for advertising, marketing, or public information, typically located along highways or main roads.
Examples:
Billboard advertising. Digital billboard. The new billboard on the highway promotes a popular vacation destination.
Intimidate.
To make someone fearful or uneasy so that they will do something that you want them to do.
Examples:
Intimidate an opponent. Effectively intimidate a thief. The boss tried to intimidate his subordinate with threats.
Headquarter.
The central office or location from which a business or organization is managed.
Examples:
Administrative headquarter. An emergency headquarter. The company decided to move its headquarters to New York City.
Megaphone.
A large, cone-shaped device used to amplify sound, often used by speakers or performers to address large audiences or crowds.
Examples:
Megaphone announcement. Megaphone protest. The coach used a megaphone to communicate with his team during the game.
Satirical.
Characterized by the use of criticism that ridicules human folly, vices, or weaknesses through humor, irony, or sarcasm.
Examples:
Satirical article. Satirical humor. The satirical cartoon poked fun at the politicians in a clever way.
Pentagon.
A flat geometric shape with 5 straight sides and 5 angles, a building in Washington, D.C., that houses the U.S. Department of Defense and is the headquarters of the U.S. military.
Examples:
Equilateral pentagon. Pentagon building. The shape of the building is a distinctive five-sided pentagon.
Exposition:
A comprehensive description and explanation of an idea or theory, a collection of things, such as goods or works of art, etc., for public display.
Examples:
An international exposition. Rational exposition. The exposition in the novel provides background information on the characters and setting.
Aft:
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Resurgence:
The return or growth of something after a period of decline or disappearance.
Examples:
Resurgence in popularity. Resurgence of exports. After years of decline, the city is experiencing a resurgence in economic growth.
Farce:
A type of comedy that relies on ridiculous situations, improbable coincidences, and exaggerated characters to provide humor.
Examples:
Sports farce. Theatrical farce. The political scandal was like a farce straight out of a TV sitcom.
Reintroduce:
To bring back something that has been previously abolished or discontinued.
Examples:
Reintroduce species. Reintroduce capital punishment. The government is planning to reintroduce wolves to the national park to restore the balance of the ecosystem.
Outskirt:
The part of a town or city away from the center, typically the suburbs, the fringe or border of something.
Examples:
The outskirt of the forest. On the western outskirts. The outskirt of the city was quieter and more peaceful than the busy downtown area.
Antichrist:
Of Christian theology, a person or figure who opposes or seeks to replace Jesus Christ and establishes themselves as an object of worship in competition with him.
Examples:
Self-proclaimed Antichrist. Antichrist prophecy. The totalitarian government was often called an Antichrist power due to its oppressive and harmful policies.
Theorist:
A person who develops or formulates theories about a particular subject, especially in the sciences or social sciences, someone who engages in theoretical thinking or speculation.
Examples:
Scientific theorist. Conspiracy theorist. The feminist theorist criticized traditional models of gender roles and argued for greater equality between the sexes.
Cadence:
The rhythmic flow or pattern of sounds or words, especially in relation to music or speech, the rhythmic or periodic movement or progression of something.
Examples:
Cadence of footsteps. Regular cadence. The singer's voice had a beautiful cadence, and I couldn't help but sway to the rhythm.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Disdain.
To look down on.
Examples:
Disdain the offer of a bribe. Disdain the policeman. Even in the Middle Ages, people disdained forced labor.
Embolden.
To give courage or confidence to someone, to make someone feel brave or empowered, to strengthen or reinforce a position or belief.
Examples:
Embolden the opposition. Embolden a country's leadership. She was emboldened by her success and decided to take on a more significant challenge.
Condemn.
To express strong disapproval or criticism of something.
Examples:
Condemn violence. Condemn crime. The government was condemned for its handling of the crisis.
Like-minded.
Having the same ideas or interests.
Examples:
Find a like-minded friend. Like-minded group. They formed a group of like-minded individuals who shared a common goal.
Misinformation.
Information that is false or inaccurate, or the act of giving wrong information, especially deliberately.
Examples:
Misinformation about a vaccine. Combat misinformation on social media. The government called for caution against pseudoscientific misinformation about vaccines.
Terrifying.
Very frightening or intimidating.
Examples:
Terrifying experience. Terrifying events. Large earthquakes often generate terrifying tsunamis.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Blueprint.
A photographic print of an early plan for a building or machine.
Examples:
Blueprint for economic reform. Architect's blueprint. A business plan is a blueprint for your success.
Bewilder.
To confuse or puzzle someone, to cause someone to become lost or disoriented in thought or perception.
Examples:
Bewilder the reader. Bewilder scientists. The complex instructions on the assignment sheet bewilder most students.
Disinformation.
False or misleading information that is spread deliberately, usually with the intent to deceive or manipulate public opinion.
Examples:
Disinformation campaign. Disinformation warfare. The government is being criticized for spreading disinformation about the pandemic.
Polarization.
The division or separation of something into two opposing or contrasting groups or factions. The condition of being polarized or having poles.
Examples:
Polarization effect. Dielectric polarization. The polarization of political views has created a deep divide in the country.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
Full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.